Hello everyone, Andre here from A Plus Hobbies, and today we got a new addition to our fleet, the MN212, 212, 212. Let me know, how should I spell this? I got this rig from Banggood. It cost me about 80 euros, a little bit on the expensive side. This is an early release, so let's open and see what this thing got inside. But first, let's have a look to the box itself. This is a nice box with nice graphics, MN model. I reckon here are the upgrades available. 112 scale, 4x4 wheel. This is the original military China 212. This is, I reckon, the color that I went for. Here we have some graphics of the remote. Here the model that it's based on, the T01. 212 is the brand and T01 it's the model. Here we have the color choices, black and green, and I reckon that's it. So let's take this out of the box. First time that I'm going to see this in person. Oh my word, this tape. And like so, and like so. Oh, so some body trim here already. And here it is, mates. Let's put this aside. Let's put the rig aside. So, the basic MN model remote, okay. This is not ergonomic, but it works. So, in the bag of goodies, we should have the body accessories, like so. And I reckon that there are quite a few as usual in MN models or MN model. The flares, I reckon. Some nice stickers, I reckon. These stickers are very nice. And here we have the mirrors for the side mirrors and a screwdriver. A small screwdriver. I reckon this is the warranty or something like that. The manual of instructions. Let's see if we have something different here. I reckon not. And the USB charger. Oh, this is not a USB charger, a USB cable. And I reckon here the side view mirrors. Very nice, very nice. So now let's put this aside and see the piece of resistance. Oh, so let's take this out of the way. Oh, mates. Oh. Houston, I think we have a problem. This rear door is hanging out. I don't know. I have to see what's going on here. This is not good, but we'll see. So let's take the rest of it. And like so, mates. So, nice paint job, I have to say. This is a nice paint job. A very nice paint job. And I like the look of this rig. Really nice. So, let's see what issue we have here with this rear door. Okay. I reckon that it was only opened. So, no issue. Now, let's open all the bits and pieces. So, front door, rear doors. Mates, oh, but this doesn't hold open. Ha! What a bummer. This always wants to stay closed. I don't know if that's on purpose or not. Now let's see and have a look to the battery itself. Okay, this is the new way how MN models makes its batteries. Okay, this is a 1200 lithium ion 2-cell. I will put this to charge right now. Now let's see if this closes properly. And I reckon so. Mates, this rig looks pretty darn good, I must say. I'm really liking it. Now let's change the camera angle and see the underpinnings of this rig. Well, in order to take out the body, you have to remove these two screws, like so, and then pull these tabs here. This is like the MN300, okay? Okay, like so, and like so. Now, some careful with the wiring situation. So this one for the lighting. Let's take this out. And the battery plug, like so. This board seems to me that it's different, okay, from the regular ones. This has a 280 motor, 60 turns, gray gearbox case. This is, I reckon, now the standard motor. So this is the first time that I see a servo saver here. Probably we will take this out. So a lot of play, as you can see, and usual. This is the same frame, I reckon, than the MN300, the same wheels as the MN99S V2. The shocks, these ones, are quite different. They have metal on them. They quite remind me the shocks of the WPL C54, the Land Cruiser. So what else new here? I reckon the servo saver is the biggest difference here, and this steering link, okay, with this ridge here, is new on MN models as well. These shock mounts are different, okay, from the MN300. I reckon that this could be different here. Quite of a side play as usual on these rigs, but that allow us to have nice travel. The shocks are different. Let me take out one wheel real quick. So these shocks have a metal shaft, and we can work out the preload, okay? That's a first, but that's a shame that this has a lot of play, as you can see, but I think that's normal on these cheaper things. And I reckon that underneath it's all made. So this is all plastic, pretty standard MN model. Plastic, 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 plastic. I reckon that this should have metal gears, of course. Standard MN model axles, and that's fine. Now I'm going to put all this together, and we're going to put the body trim as well, and we'll go from there, okay? And all the body trim and parts put together, mate, so this body looks very good. I reckon that is the strongest point of this rig. As you can see, this looks pretty darn good. It has this light here. I reckon that this comes from the military version. I don't know, but it makes sense. So, the interior is quite detailed as well. Let me see if I can show you this better. Okay, now even the touchscreen there in the center. Oh, like so. That's showing better. Okay. Now let's test the slow modulation here on the bench, and then we're going to put some rocks on the table and see what this beauty got here on the table. Quite noisy, as usual. So not very good modulation in low rate, in high rate. Okay, a little bit more manageable, or about the same. So this seems to have some kind of drag brake even in high rate, but we have to test it out. Now let's check the steering. So the steering angle, I think it's the worst steering angle that I've seen on an MN model rig. This is, I don't know what to say, this barely turns. Okay, the servo saver, probably it's awful, but so for this stable run, I'm not going to change anything. Now let's check the lighting situation. Headlights. Okay, the angel eyes doesn't turn on as I wished for. So indicators in the front, In the rear we have the tail lights. These are the brake lights, running lights, reverse lights, and blinkers as well. So light situation pretty complete on this rig. And so many rocks later, mates, let's begin this. This is in low rate, quite noisy electronics as expected. So nice flex. These tires are okayish. They are quite soft for what they are. Okay. Sometimes you have to give some blips of full throttle. The steering is completely inexistent, but showing nice flex either way. Okay, mates, nice, really nice. So, but this rig has some issues with the rear links when flexing. This hits here, okay, and a wide gap like so here. I don't know what's the issue with the MN model doing this, but whatever. The MN300 also has the same issue. Okay, this is looking pretty good. So the modulation is what it is. Not great, not awful, okay-ish. But you have to give it so many times a blip of full throttle. Now let's try this in irate. Now this is in irate, mates. So next I will put on the table the MN300 and some other MN model rigs, okay? Just to check its size. Okay, really nice. This is in irate. It's a little bit more controllable, I reckon. But you also have sometimes to give some blips of full throttle, mate. Otherwise, this can flex with two WPL wheels easily, okay, like so. Let's try to put the third wheel, but in the rear. I reckon that three wheels, it's too much, but not by far. Okay, oh, sorry, mates. So this is with three wheels, almost. Here is the tank 300, mate, so I reckon that they make a nice pair. They are really nice together. Let me see if this has a battery just to turn on the lights. Okay, like so. I honestly, this is a tough call. So, but this is the size differences. They are about the same. And the shock mounts are different, as I said in the beginning of the video. But I will make a true comparison with these two rigs. So guys, and this rig weighs about 1.1 kilos. I'm not keen on this rig, okay? This rig, for me, probably is one of the worst MN model rigs so far. And paying about 80 euros, that was what I paid for it. It's too much, way too much. 60 euros top dollar for this, no more. This has so many flaws that I can even start with. The MN99S V2 is way sorted out than this rig. And the MN300, by the way, I reckon that it works great as well, but we'll have to see this rig on the trail. So guys, it's all for today. If you have any doubts or questions, let me know on the comments down below. Please subscribe the channel. That will help a lot to bring you some more nice content. And I reckon that's it, mate. It's all for today. See you next time.